Hi everyone. I was going to do a video about this, but I thought rather than do a video, I thought I'll go live and do a test, see whether I've sorted out the buffering problem that I was having the last couple of times I've gone live. So it's impromptu, I know, and it's without warning, but let's hope that everything goes okay and it all goes through. So Tory MPs are abandoning Theresa May as I speak. I think there's now 7 MPs that have sent in their letters of resignation. Dominic Raab was the first. Dominic Raab, the second Brexit secretary. The second Brexit secretary has now resigned. The guy who's responsible for actually coming to this, dealing with the EU, coming up with the deal, and he's the guy that has now resigned. So there's about 6 of them that have resigned, 6 or 7 now. They're actually happening as we speak. Junior Northern Ireland Minister Shailesh Vara, Junior Brexit Minister Swala Braverman, 2 parliamentary private secretaries and 2 other aides have also stepped down. Raymond Chisti stepped down and resigned literally about half an hour ago, just before I came on air, and then literally just as I've come on air, I've just noticed that Cheryl Murray has also resigned. They are abandoning a sinking ship. One of the resignations, by the way, was Esther McVeigh. And I saw this. Brexiteers will be furious about this. Mark Sidwell is the most senior civil servant in the country. Sources suggesting McVeigh was in tears. Cabinet sources say Esther McVeigh, the Work and Pensions Secretary, made the most impassioned intervention against the draft agreement and warned of chaos that the government would lose a meaningful vote in Parliament. May twice refused a request from McVeigh to hold a vote in the room. I reported that last night. One cabinet source said McVeigh was shouted down by Cabinet Secretary Sir Mark Sidwell. Interesting, isn't it? Sources suggesting McVeigh was in tears. It's amazing. 130,000 people have been thought to have died from Tory austerity since 2010. All the problems, That doesn't make her cry. That doesn't make her cry at all. Putting disabled people through the ringer and making it almost impossible for them to live and making their lives even more difficult. That doesn't make her cry. Making things even more difficult for the mentally ill and slashing the budget so mentally ill patients can't get the treatment that they so desperately deserve. That doesn't make her cry. What makes her cry is getting shouted down in a Brexit meeting. Just shows where Tory values are. Like I say, there's going to be a lot of videos today by the look of it, because this is just breaking news as we're going along. I'm fully expecting now, with the amount of people that have resigned from, her cabinet and her positions in her government, that I'm fully expecting it to not even get to a vote of no confidence. I've just reported that the vote of no confidence letters are going in. Nobody is thinking that Robert Peston cannot get a single Tory who thinks that the 48 letters haven't gone in already. So this vote of no confidence is almost certain. But the thing is, with so many votes of no confidence going in, and so many MPs and so many people in positions just abandoning ship right now, it's far more likely, I think, that she's going to have to resign. And I cannot see any way that she makes it through this. However, I've said she is the physical embodiment of herpes. You cannot get rid of her. I'm absolutely amazed that she's been able to last this long, to be quite honest. So we'll see, but I think this is the end of the road for Theresa May. I bloody hope so anyway. I'm not going to keep this one long, guys. Hi to everybody in the chat. Thanks for all your support, everyone. I'm going to be in and out all day by the look of it, because this is obviously going to be a moving news story, and it's happening very quickly. She's done. You are absolutely correct, Flower Power in the chat. She is done. This is the end of her. I, for one, am extremely thankful about it. I just wish it didn't come to her putting the country in such a precarious position before it happens. But hey, thanks to everybody. Thanks for all your support. I'll be in and out. Hopefully there's no buffering in this video. If there isn't, then I'll be doing a live stream tonight, definitely at 9 PM. Thanks very much, everybody. Thanks for your support. I'll speak to you in a bit.